Welcome to the Ref Show. Things you didn't expect to say. England win the World Cup. Should I say that again, chaps? Should I say that again? England have won the World Cup. Okay, it's only the under-20s. Even a Republic of Ireland international is celebrating that.
Am I?
And you didn't expect to say it either, Mark Lawrenson, did you?
But then please don't say they're going to be the next golden generation.
I didn't. So
No,
I'm
good.
not.
I'll let you off. I've seen a newspaper this morning that said it, and I went, oh my goodness me.
It's all about. It's good to see Ireland get that late equaliser. I thought the goal should have been. Do you think about the goal that was disallowed? What did you think?
I thought it was a goal.
I've got to say, I did as well.
All right.
But I would. Anyway.
Yeah, you would.
Sorry, were you talking now?
Sorry.
We were talking about England and suddenly it went off onto Laura's country.
It's a green background.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they can't see that. Yeah.
No.
By the way, bit of an in-joke. Green screen at the back, but you don't. I tell you what, we'll all turn up wearing green one week. We'll disappear.
Well, we won't turn up then, will we?
Talking about disappearing, before we get on to the technicalities of refereeing performances and some very good ones in high-profile matches in the last few days, we've got a former goalkeeper here. Let's not forget.
Have we?
Well, apparently, yes.
Right.
Mark Halsey is a former
keeper.
goalkeeper. Yeah. And we need somebody to defend goalkeepers, don't we, after England-Scotland 2-2.
There's your man.
All 4 goals, we're told, the goalkeeper should have saved, do you think?
I've got a little bit of a different take insofar as I was just saying to Mark before the programme that I want to see the first team that actually doesn't have a wall. Because if you're then the goalkeeper, you can see, we'd think, generally, and you stand in the middle of the goal. So you have a much better chance of getting side to side. Once you stand at whatever side, it's you're running the risk of perfect. But I didn't.
Do you think that? What? Say a man on the line either side?
No,
No,
because you don't want a man on the line, because if one or two teams have tried that, and what you do is if you're clever, you're an attacking player, you go and stand next to him. So that's carnage. So you want to keep them out of the penalty area defensively. You just don't have a wall and go on, try and beat him from 25 yards. And it puts a different pressure on the taker as well.
Yeah, because if you're not having the players in the wall, you could have them on either side, ready to break. If the keeper gets it and throws,
the keeper sees the ball, Alan. That's the biggest thing. What's the biggest problem is he doesn't see the ball.
Right.
And so sometimes you have to guess.
Yeah.
I thought he should have saved one of them, definitely. Anyway.
Which,
okay.
The one that was in.
I mean, listen, you look at. I'm going to defend. I didn't play to obviously Joe's level, but I just thought
you were all right until your hands sewn back on.
I just thought they were 2 excellent free kicks. If that had been Messi, everyone had been, saying excellent free kicks.
Yeah.
And the other thing is watching the games. The pundits, there's not one goalkeeping pundit. They're all outfield players.
All right.
So that's because goalkeepers got no brains, though, isn't it?
Well,
that's why they go in goal. That's why they go in goal, because they can't play.
Well, Lee Griffiths, hats off to him. Two brilliant strikes. England get out of jail through a late equaliser from Harry Kane. Finishes 2-2 in a poor game, but we get some goals in incident. We're talking about everything bar the referee so far, who was Paolo Tagliavento of Italy. So that's a good thing, is it, when we're talking about the referee?
Yeah, I thought he done well. It is, and it makes a change not to talk about referee. And he stamped his authority early on. I think with the caution of it was Dyer, who went in, after about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The challenge, and that's when you have to stamp your authority on the game. And it let the players know when.
It would have been
Scott Brown, actually, wasn't it? Scott
Brown.
Scott.
Then
very early on.
It would have been interesting to watch Paolo referee that game 20 years ago, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because they're just not the same anymore, are they? They're just not
I mean,
the
you
same.
talk about that, and you talk about the great cup final, Leeds Chelsea. Do you remember?
Yeah. I was there. I was at that game. Yeah. First cup final I ever went to.
So he sets the tone, but the only issue during the game and following the game were complaints from some people that Scott Brown should ultimately have been sent off. So there was a challenge in the second half. What did you think?
No, not for me. I just thought it was careless the way he's gone. I thought the referee actually read it right and just had a little word with him. That's not that.
I don't think England made a great deal about that, did they?
It's not
really. No.
It wasn't a second caution. It was a careless, clumsy challenge, and that's it. People keep moaning, want to see 11v11, and there's far too many cheap yellow cards that's gone on through in the Premier League and throughout the world, and we've got to eradicate this and let the referees referee.
Okay, well, we're going to come on to England winning the World Cup now, but not only that, but to our under-20s have won 2 tournaments over the weekend.
Isn't that
There's
under
a
20B though, isn't it?
Yes, it's like a shadow squad, isn't it? That they were at the Toulon.
Like Hank
tournament.
Marvin or someone like that, was he in it?
Yeah, Hank Marvin and Bruce Welsh, I think was the other one,
correct,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yes, correct. We are showing our age, Mr. Lawrenson.
You are.
Yeah, Halsey, of course, is.
It must have been
he hasn't got a clue there.
They're on a
No, it's
summer.
good, isn't it?
Toulon, yeah. I
It's
refereed in the Toulon tournament.
Right? No, I mean about the shadows.
Oh, the shadows. I remember the shadows. Clifford in the shadows.
Yeah. Oh,
It'll be interesting to see where all those players are in 3 years. See how many actually really make it.
Are you pessimistic about it then?
I'm not pessimistic at all, but it's just the fact that this always happens, doesn't it? I mean, I know there was a thing in the paper the other day about the last time they won. I think Hoddle and Wilkins and all those. And Robbo, Brian was in it, and there's some real players who went on to be massive. It'll just be interesting to see what these guys do.
Any predictions as to how many of them might make it big?
What you're classifying as big? Top 6 team?
Regular
Premier League.
Regular Premier
I don't think there'll be
League
quite a few regular Premier League.
It all depends on their attitude,
Yeah.
mentality. If they
So
want
it's
to work, they want to work.
It's not about the ability; it's what's between their ears now. I mean, Solanke's an interesting one, isn't he?
Video referees is also interesting following that because there was a major incident. Now, Bjorn Kuipers, you can't get more experienced or qualified as him, eh?
Excellent referee.
From Holland.
He had an excellent semi-final, didn't he, in the Champions League as well.
And England won Venezuela 0, by the way, for anybody who missed it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored the goal. But the penalty awarded to Venezuela in the second half, he's close to it. He points to the penalty mark almost immediately. The protest, so he goes very clearly to the video referee, and 38 seconds later, I believe, the decision comes back, he's right.
And that's what you want. And as a referee, when you do make those calls, and players sometimes do give you an inkling that, have I got this wrong? So, and that's what it's there for, isn't it? It's straight upstairs, but it all depends on the quality of the man in the VAR. You know, he's got to be on the same wavelength. And when we have it come into the Premier League, I think the VARs and the referee have got to work together week in, week out, so they know each other.
Oh, you mean like a team? So
like he becomes part of
fifth,
that. Yeah,
number 5.
He becomes part of that team.
Yeah, then they'll never go for that, will they? They won't. You watch.
Wow.
Well, you mean it's too sensible?
Yeah, because the VAR man lives in Arbroath or somewhere, and the match is in Southampton or whatever. It's a certainty.
But it killed everything, though, didn't it? As soon as you come out, and for me, you don't need a screen by the side of the pitch. You know, and that's what he's up there for. You go up to him, you ask him, you've got your faith in him. You know, you work together, and then he comes back to you. Yes, beyond definite penalty.
We've always said this before as well. Though also, you know, the 38 seconds doesn't really matter because the punters in the ground, in the Premier League grounds, watch the big screens.
Yeah. Just watching the replay, filling the time.
Absolutely, and it's just not an issue.
No, and it adds for the all excitement.
Of course, absolutely.
And the players accept it.
Yeah, Mark's spot on, because how long does it take to restart play when there's been a big controversy?
They've had a rook. They've all had a rook and an argument.
2, 3,
you're getting
4
called
minutes.
everything.
38 seconds. 38 seconds.
Nothing,
And it ain't going to stop the game.
The only downside, you could actually bet on it.
That's
We'll have to look at that.
Well, most of the clubs are sponsored by
betting
gambling
companies. This
betting
is
companies.
unhealthy. It's really unhealthy. in
I
the
think
game.
so.
And certainly
And then
Joey
you've got
Barton
Joey
raised a valid point.
That's right.
Okay, he was punished and probably correctly punished, although it was a rather severe ban. But when he said the game was dependent on betting companies, he made a point they couldn't answer.
I
It
agree.
was a rather severe ban.
Help him.
Yeah. And that doesn't help anybody who's addicted to gambling. There's an awful lot of people around professional sport who are addicted to gambling.
Because of the money.
It raises a deeper issue. The other thing about that video judgment, the referee must have felt even taller than he was before when it came back in his favour. Imagine if it hadn't.
Well, your confidence goes sky high. You know, when you get that, you make a decision, and then all of a sudden the players come out. You do. I mean, Mark sees it as referees. You think, have I got that right? Have I got that right? And sometimes your confidence takes a dip because you're still thinking about that decision. Now, you know, that decision comes back and agrees with Beyond, so your confidence just goes sky high. And refereeing, or whatever you're involved with, whether it's a player, whatever sport you're in, it's all about confidence.
We'll pick up on that in part 2 because we've got more to talk about video refereeing. Some people would have the referee go to the side of the pitch and very publicly view a replay. Our panel doesn't think that's a good idea.
No.
Rejoin us.
delighted to have you on board.